clarity, innocence, correctness, whiteness, purity. Hey guys, now look at this. I finally got my piece of paper. I just had to wait a couple of weeks to have it shipped here. I, of course, found a very good deal online to get this one. And now I'm finally able to put this into my setup. But before we have an in-depth look at my piece of paper, let's have some history as always. Before paper was invented, there were already similar, yet not perfect alternatives. Ancient Egyptians and Romans used papyrus, while in Europe during Middle Ages, parchment was used. While one was less firm, the other one was very expensive. At the same time, paper had been known in China for a couple of hundreds of years. Like many other cultural accomplishments, it traveled along the Silk Road and production was taken over by the Arabs. In medieval Muslim Spain, it was finally discovered by the European Christians as well. Mass production was quickly started and paper became a common good. Many famous persons are said to have used paper, such as Napoleon Bonaparte, Winston Churchill, the Beatles, Charles Manson, and Tinky Winky from the Teletubbies. As you can see, I now got it placed in my music setup, nice right next to the mixer, to just make sure it's perfectly part of my music setup. As you can see, if I take a plug like this, a mini jack, there is no way to put this in actually, but it doesn't really matter because it's just so helpful even without being able to plug anything inside of it. So it's really a great part of my setup, and don't worry about connectivity, it will slide right into your setup without having any connectivity issues, while, well, there is no connectivity, so that, in my opinion, really is one of the great points about this product. So today I want to focus on 3 functions of it. There surely are much more than these 3 functions, but to keep it condensed in this video, let's not talk about all the features. So one of the major features is writing. So you can write on a piece of paper, yes, that's right, but you cannot just write on it just like this. I mean, you have to do some things before. So first you have to learn how to write. So obviously I just got this piece of paper, so I'm not able to write on it yet. But I hope at some point I'm gonna learn how to write and then I can do it. Also, you need to have what is called a pen. I got one here. Please note that this one is not included in the piece of paper, so you need to buy it separately. But, well, once you get the paper, you really get the urge to wanting to write on it. So I really recommend getting a pencil, and even if you cannot write, you can do stuff like this, which in my opinion is really cool, or just something like that. Yeah, so it's really a great function to this thing. Also, you can fold it, which is really cool. So maybe just to show you here a small example, I'm not going in depth right now, but you can just do like this, and then you could even continue from that point to finally make big things. Like I'm just putting some images here because, again, I'm not able to do this, but this paper surely is able to do stuff like that. So that is really awesome. But you probably care the most about the noise generator which this has inside. As a musician, this is such a great thing to have. When you try to fold it, not like I did it before, but in a more aggressive way, really some cool noise-like sounds come out of just this simple piece of paper. I'm not gonna show you this right now because, to be honest, The paper gets worn out by using it as a noise generator quite quickly, so you don't want to do it all the time, but once you do it, you will really enjoy it, I promise. To give my final thoughts on this, man, this is amazing. I would really recommend anybody to get this. It doesn't matter what kind of music you make. Even if you don't make any music, get a piece of paper. It is such an amazing piece to use with your other gear together. You can have so many functions out of it. And well, since I got this, making music surely became much easier, much more fun, and such a great thing to do. It is such a historical piece, as we have seen, and all this history paper has inside. You can really feel it if you use it to make your music. So if you like this review, make sure to go to my YouTube on synths and sounds. Don't forget to subscribe, and thanks for watching.